late. But let me tell y'all before I go on. This is pineapple juice, orange juice, turmeric, and ginger. Man, this is healing in a glass. It's so refreshing. If you don't want to drink hot tea, make this refreshing drink. Put a little skinny fit in it, and you go be skinny. How y'all doing today? I want to talk to you about a post that I received. I like to respond to my audience when they come to me and they have concerns or they say certain things. So I like to come to my people. How y'all doing? Hey Art, how you doing, Cheryl? I like to come to my people with responses that I receive sometimes. And since today is Sunday, even though it's not the Sabbath, I'm going to talk about God a little bit. I think people misunderstand me a lot of times. You know, when you real, and I ain't being boastful, but when you real, people look at that as being fake. Because folks so used to fake, they don't understand real when they see it. Okay, the other day, I don't know if y'all was watching. If not, you better go watch that video. I was stating how Tasha K was upset about. Wait a minute before I go on. Let me know if you guys can't hear me or my video is fuzzy, because I'm in my office, and when I'm in my office, it acts crazy sometimes. But anyway, I was saying how Tasha K was upset, and several other bloggers like myself upset about how YouTube not pushing our videos and how they stopping our subscribers for seeing our videos. I was just on what's his O'Shea Do Jackson. He was saying the same thing. And these are big YouTubers, so it's not just me. However, a young lady, I hope she's watching. Can you say your name? Because I accidentally deleted your comment. That tried to chastise me and tell me until I be more professional, I would never be Tasha K. So could you please wave your hand and let me know if you're watching, because I have something just for you today, dear heart. Yeah, I got something just for you. First of all, let's be clear. I never ever said I wanted to be like Tasha K. Y'all took it out of context. I said I want to pretty much be on her level one day, not like her. I have my own content. I have my own style. So I'm not trying to emulate Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? I just like Tasha K, humble beginnings. See, I look at people beginnings. I don't look at the outcome. See, somebody can look at Tasha K and say, dang, she a millionaire on YouTube. I want to do YouTube because she made $1 million. No, you know what I did when I first started watching Tasha K? And every blogger I ever watched, you know what I do? I go all the way down to their first video. I want to see how they started, because it encourages me. Like Beyonce. If a little girl want to sing and they just see Beyonce on the stage, they may get discouraged because they're like, dang, she's beautiful. She got money. Her husband a billionaire. Dang, she's so talented. But go back when she was on Star Search. Everybody has a humble beginning. Now, I ain't going to say humble. Everybody has a beginning. Everybody's came out of the womb and had a day one. And then as you grow, you start going different directions. Prime example, Floyd Mayweather and my nephew. And the ones that heard this story already, just save it. But Floyd Mayweather grew up behind me. I keep telling y'all, in Grand Rapids, right behind me. He used to knock on the door and play with my nephew every day. My nephew used to knock on his door and play with him every day. I know the whole family. Big Floyd was the one in the neighborhood that if the kids had a dispute, put on the boxing gloves. We ain't fighting now. No. We getting the gloves on. Right? My nephew chose to run around with women, girls, stealing cars, doing wrong, laughing at Floyd jogging when they just came back from some little honeys. What you doing, dude? You tripping. He jogging. He put in the work. His boys was partying. He went sometimes. But they laughed at him. Humble beginnings. They in prison. Floyd in Hollywood. Determination, what you want to do with your life. So you look at the beginning. I know Floyd Mayweather beginning. I knew him when he was a little bitty kid running around past my house saying, I'm going to be the champ. Call those things that be not as though they were. And look what he is. He's the champ. But to the young lady that said this, let me tell you what she said before I go on. She said that you would never be Tasha K with your grandson in the back crying, your kids coming in and out, the noise. You need to get more lighting. You not professional. There's somebody sitting on their couch or laying in their bed that don't do YouTube telling me how to do YouTube. Okay, do I know I have to be more professional? I'm just being me, the authentic me. For example, when you in church, your preacher, right? He all in the word. You want to hear the word. And somebody catch the Holy Ghost. They screaming and bucking and yelling. Do you stop going to church because they just interrupted the word? I can't hear. The light's too dim. She too loud. Do y'all say that when y'all in church? Or did y'all go for a message? This is exactly what I say about my sisters. Y'all look for the negativity in something that's positive. You too busy listening to my grandson cry. You too busy listening to my crazy kids coming in and out. You ain't hearing nothing I'm saying because you want to judge me, the messenger. But in church, you have interruptions all day. You came to hear a message. I don't care if somebody fall out and I'm there to hear a message. I just want to hear from God. I'm going to step right over him and keep listening. Now, what did he just say? I missed that part because she was crying. What did he just say? No, but y'all want to find the negative in a positive message. You ain't professional enough. See, you're too busy looking for something negative that you missed the message. You didn't tell me nothing about the video I had just did. It was too dark. Do you have to have your eyes to hear? Do you really got to see my pretty brown skin to understand the words that's coming out of my mouth? Do y'all know I know a podcaster on here on YouTube called Dysfunctional Family? You know what she do every day? She go to her dysfunctional family and cut on her phone and let them be dysfunctional. And this girl makes 6 figures off YouTube. I guess it's the title of my video. Maybe I should say Unbreakable Strong Woman and Her Dysfunctional Family. Would you feel better? I'm not a news broadcaster, people. I'm not on a 6 o'clock news. I have a real life. I live in a home with people. Sometimes my kids might walk in unless I'm up here in my studio or my office and I'm trying to get that together. For the people that don't like the interruptions, I understand. Tune off until I get better. For the people that don't like my lighting, tune off until y'all donate to my channel and help me get better lighting in my PC and everything. Because y'all don't understand this part. Tasha K have donations. She didn't become a millionaire just because she's talking. People supported her channel. I don't have that same support. So people paid her to pay her crew. So she paying her crew to make her professional. But go to her beginning videos. Tasha K sitting in a little room smaller than this in a dark room talking. For the people that don't understand, humble beginnings. She didn't start off as Tasha K, the big millionaire YouTuber. She started in her bedroom. Just talking, Sherelle's world. She started in one little bedroom talking. I seen a brother started out of his van. Now they big millionaire YouTubers. Life is not how you start, people. It's how you finish. That dash on your tombstone, your headstone, tells your story. It tells you how you start and how you live and how you end it. Life is not your starting beginnings. It's how you finish. That's why half the people watching me, y'all used to be drug addicts, prostitutes, thieves, prisoners, and now you career people. Would you like folks to keep on saying, well, I remember when you was, I remember when you used to. I ain't doing that now. I remember when my oldest daughter was going through some sickness. She always was sick, right? And I had to take her out of school. And homeschooling wasn't that popular then, so I was just go get her homework from school and try to help her. She was so discouraged. She felt like she wasn't going to graduate, right? So her doctor was helping her, a white girl. She said, your mom told me you're very depressed. She was like in the 10th grade. She said, what's wrong? I'm stupid. I'm never going to graduate. All my friends still in school and I'm always sick. She said, I'm a doctor, right? Yeah. She said, do you think I always was perfect? Do you know what it took for me to be a doctor? You had to go to school. She said, no, first I had to be disobedient. I was a rebellious child. My mother left for another man on Krugs and left me with my dad. I was prostituting. I was doing Krugs. I was doing everything. I was disobedient. It took for me to get kicked out of school, to be pimped out, to go against the grain with my dad and almost get beat to death. For me to decide I love myself enough to live. So I went and got my GED. And from there, I went to some college classes at the community college. And from there, I went to a university. And then from there, I went to doctorate school. And here I am today. But I started off a disobedient child and didn't listen to my daddy. You looking at a doctor with a GED. See, this is what y'all don't understand. Y'all just see the outcome of people. And y'all want to judge. You shouldn't be doing that. You don't know my story. To me, I'm professional as hell. Let me tell you why I feel like I'm professional as hell. Because I know my beginning. I done came a long way from living in a car. I'm in my office. To me, this is professional. I don't know what you call professional, but to me, God has elevated me. And see, God like taking baby steps because he want to make sure you can handle the big things he has for you. Now, if I was one of these arrogant, stuck-up black women, I ain't going to do my videos. It ain't professional enough. It's going to make me look bad. I ain't going to be embarrassing myself. God going to say, well, I ain't even going to give you a start. You know what God told me, Nina? Upload your Facebook videos and just get on here and talk. I'm doing what God told me to do, sis. If you watching, this is what God told me to do. When I make a video, some days I don't even want to make videos. The Lord get into me and say, if you don't get that phone and start talking, I don't care if Sonny is crying. You got a word to tell somebody. You gonna let Sonny, a baby, stop you from giving somebody a good message? They never heard a baby cry? If you never heard a baby cry, you don't need to be on the internet. If your kids never interrupted you on the phone and you look at them and say, shut up, you ain't real life. I didn't interrupt my mama before. Yeah, my kids they do too much sometimes. And I'm like, do y'all want to eat? Do y'all want me to keep paying these bills? Shut up. I have to check them, but they're young folks. And they're not kids, they're young adults. And sometimes they on that marijuana. I ain't gonna lie. I don't smoke, don't drink. I don't know where they get it from. I don't even know where they came from. These kids came from Cabbage Patch. Because I'm like, they're nothing like me. I never put substance in my body to function. But they running around here. They smoking the marijuana. They drinking a little bit here, there. They like, that's their fun. This is their era. And I can't judge them because the boys I grew up in my era, they was Nino Brown. They was selling drugs. They went to prison. So I can't sit here and talk about these kids. You know what I'm saying? But grown-ups do that. These kids, boy, I'm telling you, these kids, you did it too. Some of y'all used to be jawbone. Y'all know how I am. I'm going to tell the truth. But guess what I did? Do y'all know every time I feel a little discouraged, my feelings get a little hurt. I'm human. I said, Lord, the devil trying to make me doubt you. The devil comes at me in every kind of form. The devil is not red with horns, people. The devil looks just like you. And sometimes when you doing what God wants you to do, the devil sends his minions to discourage you. Now, if I had a weak mind like I used to have, I probably wouldn't even made this video. She right. I don't have cameras like I should. I don't have lights. Man, I don't have no PC. I don't know how to edit. I ain't making no more videos. She right. I will believe her. If I wasn't a child of the Most High God, if I didn't know who my daddy was, I would believe her. That's why it's very important. You don't say certain things to certain people because you can discourage somebody from living, from their tongue. Watch your tongue. Learn to encourage people. If you wanted to say anything to me, you could have said, Nina, hey, baby girl, start doing more videos in your office when Sonny's sleep. Not if you want to be Tasha K. Then she tried to challenge my bosshood. I hope you don't take this wrong if you a boss. A boss. Do y'all know what it takes to be a boss? I don't think she know what it takes to be a boss. You know, most bosses at your job, they started flipping fries. They had to work their way up. Humble beginnings. They didn't just walk into a building unless they knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody and got a boss position. So when you challenge my bosshood, do you know what it takes to be a boss? It takes you to go through some things to be a boss. Sis. So you talking to someone that's in boss school. I haven't graduated yet. I'm in a school called life. I'm still learning. I don't know too much about YouTube, and I've been doing it a year and a half. I'm in the beginning stages. At least I'm doing it. At least I stepped out on faith, and I'm trying to better myself. I'm not sitting here on food stamps. I'm not sitting here on Medicaid. I'm not sitting here on Section 8. Ain't nothing wrong with all that. But I'm not sitting here just waiting for somebody to take care of me. I am putting in the works. Faith without works is dead. So guess what? God see my works and watch what happens. As soon as I'm big as Tasha K or bigger, I'm going to make sure I dedicate it to you. Okay. But when I'm discouraged, y'all, let me tell you what I do. I go to the Word of God. I got my book in my hand, y'all. Y'all ready for this? I got my book. I say, Lord, give me something to make me feel better. Give me something to open my sister's eyes to what she said. Because she really thinks she was right what she said. She made a whole paragraph. Dogging me out, sneak dissing. That's what you call it, sneak dissing. I'm going to diss Nina. I'm going to talk about her. But then I'm going to say, sis, don't take it wrong. I don't like your hair today, but don't take it wrong, girl. You know that underline of talking about people. Girl, I like to watch Nina Unbreakable Storm Rumble, but her videos, girl, they too dark. Her grandbaby be crying. Her kids come in. But I like her videos, girl. And discouraging people from watching me. You really don't like me. See, I'm so glad God made me the kind of person I'm not fake. Because instead of me writing a whole paragraph why I don't like somebody, I just don't watch them. I just don't get on their channel. I ain't going to be fake. I love you, girl, and I love your videos, boo. But you doing this, and this, and this, and this. So if you want to be like Tasha K, I don't want to be Tasha K. I want to be Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. And I'm headed that way. Didn't I just tell you I have some live motivational speaking gigs? I'm about to be traveling. Oh, I have an agent booking me. I didn't tell you that. Susan, hi, Susan. I'm about to have speaking engagement. If that's not elevation, what is it? I want to be up close in person with people. I want to sit down in the front row and talk to a sister and be like, so why you say you doing this? I want to know, let her know I'm real. Here, pinch me, because you think this a game? So I can't wait to go on the road. I cannot wait. Hopefully I'll be in your city. But anyway, I'm going to tell you what God led me to. He led me to David and Goliath. So I'm going to talk a little bit about David and Goliath. My son's name is David. I said, Lord, humble beginnings. Am I doing something wrong? And he showed me David in the Bible. David was blessed because he showed courage, loyalty, and obedience. Courage, loyalty, and he was obedient. And by being courageous, loyal, and obedient, God blessed him. No matter what people said, he went up against a giant. Is Tasha K a giant? Is YouTube a giant? Am I in a giant? Am I up against a giant? Goliath was 9'9", bullying everybody. Y'all know I say my stories in my own way, and it's not blasphemy. I just want people to get the message, because I'm not a preacher. He was bullying everybody. He was trying to bully God's people, the Israelites. So David talking to his brothers, and he said, y'all just gonna let them do that? What y'all afraid of? When you have God on your side to fight your battles, you ain't scared of nothing. His brothers holding him back like, no. They giants. I'll fight them. Because I ain't scared. I ain't never scared. He went out there with a rock, a slingshot. He's sitting there looking at this tall tree, this giant. Like, Lord, don't you fail me, Jesus. Don't have me look crazy. And he threw a rock and hit him right here. Knocked him clean out. A giant and a little rock. See, what I get out of that part, I ain't done with the story, but what I get out of that is that use what you have to tear down giants. It can be a little rock. Use what you have to fight a giant. You ain't got to wait to go get a power. I got to wait till Jesus come with the power. No, he said pick up that rock and trust me. You can knock down mountains standing on your faith. And then he took a sword and chopped his head off. Now I know what my mother meant when she said this. She said, I hate gangbangers. You know, gangs, they cowards to me. My mother used to say the same, my father. She said, so you know what? If you kill the head, the body will die. He killed the giant and everybody ran. That's the body. So now he the man. Everybody looking at David like, oh my God. He went up against the giant. He the man. And Saul, King Saul, he was so proud of David. He said, if you kill that giant, I'll give you my daughter. He was so proud of him until David became more popular than he did. Have y'all ever been in a position and you became leader over the person that promoted you and now they don't like you no more? That's what King Saul did to David. So he tried to destroy David. He was jealous of David. And he the one gave David the position. Now I don't like you. It makes me think about Malcolm X in the movie Malcolm X. Remember when he went to prison and the guy was teaching him about being a Muslim, and he read the dictionary 2 or 3 times. He helped educate him in prison. He went in there as a criminal named Malcolm Little. A pimp. He came out Malcolm X. And when he met Elijah Muhammad, they loved him. They started putting him in position, putting him out there, letting him speak, until he became bigger than them. Then they didn't like him no more. What happened to Malcolm X? His own people killed him. See, you okay as long as you stay beneath me. I like you as long as you stay peons. When you start growing, I don't like you no more. And that's what I got out the story of David and Goliath. David was a little shepherd boy, humble beginnings. He didn't have nothing but faith. Nina was a little shepherd girl. She didn't have nothing but faith. Nina fought a giant. YouTube, it was scary, y'all. I didn't have a brick. I had a laptop. I fought up against Google. Get on there and show Google you can be on Google just like everybody else. Show them you can be on Google just like Tasha K. Go ahead. Here's your laptop. David had a brick. You got a laptop. And I did. And I hit the giant in his head. And I was monetized in a month and a half. I got my first check 30 days after I was monetized. And I started growing and growing and growing real fast. And somebody in YouTube, I don't know who it is, but they King Saul cousin. Because they's trying to stop me from growing. Somebody in YouTube don't want people to see my blessings from God. So they don't show my videos to everybody. But when God puts you in position, when God promotes you, man can't stop it. I promise you. And God says, when you step out on faith, trust me. No matter what you go through, you trust me. You know what? Saul was so jealous of David that he destroyed his own self. Jealousy will make you hurt yourself. He lost everything because of his jealousy for somebody else. Instead of just living his truth. Instead of just staying a king. Instead of just loving the person he promoted, he got jealous of him. How many times y'all done cut on YouTube, y'all, and y'all see bloggers beefing? 9 times out of 10 they beefing because one blogger helped another blogger, and this blogger think he better than that blogger. Now this blogger want to take down that blogger. David and Goliath. Didn't I tell you guys nothing new under the sun? But when you stand on the word of God, you can't fail. I'm reading some of my notes here. King Saul even tried to kill David, y'all. He was so jealous he wanted to kill him because of his popularity, his success. Especially his victory over Goliath. He wanted Goliath gone. They were scared of Goliath. David said, I got this. And when he deleted Goliath, now they mad that he overpowered Goliath. How many friends you got like that? Girl, I can't wait till you get you a new house. I can't wait till you get out that car, Nina. I can't wait to see you prosper over YouTube. Girl, I cannot wait. As soon as you do it, they go out together, drinking their drinks at the club. Girl, you heard from Nina. I don't deal with her. Girl, she thinks she better than everybody. I know, I thought it was just me. Girl, yeah, she on YouTube. You can't tell her nothing. I can't stand that B. I never really liked her no damn way. Well, I heard she got almost 65,000 subscribers. Ain't nobody watching her, that many people watching her, so it's senseless. So YouTube ain't pushing her videos because it's too dark. Her grandbaby be crying, her kids be talking. That's why she ain't prospering. Girl, I know. She's stupid, girl, just wasting her time. That's what they do. Until God give you that rock. And you throw it at them. And you knock the giant out. Faith without works is dead. I'm going to keep on keeping on. I'm going to keep on showing up. Even if I'm not talking to nobody but myself. Right now, I see over 100 people watching me, and half y'all didn't even push a like. Push the like button. Because this is what y'all don't understand. It's easy to love people that love you. It's easy to love people and like people that you care about. Try loving an enemy. Try finding something nice to say to somebody that get on your last nerves. That's when you're the bigger person. Do y'all know I've been on some podcasts and they just cringe me? And I get on there and say, blah, 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 blah. I disagree with that, but I respect your perspective. And I have an encouraging word for you. And I might throw a scripture at them. Try loving somebody. Stop hating all the time. I don't like to see y'all arguing. Like, what I hate more than anything is when I get on a podcast, and they talk about, I did this first. You heard it here first. And she lied because she got it from me. I'm like, didn't you get it from the news? Didn't you get it from Google? You wasn't there, so you wasn't the first one with the story. So why is you arguing with this podcaster that you did it first? So elementary and stupid. I'm like, what is she talking about? You didn't get that from the news. So you stole it from somebody. But you want to argue with your sister. I had it first. Do it matter? The only thing that matters is you getting the message out. I don't care if I'm number 12. So I guess I got to do a story now and say, I had it 12th. The 12th person to say this. You was not 12. You was 13. I mean, it's stupid. So what I say, does it really matter who said the story first, as long as the story was said? Yes, it really matters because people steal your work, and you stole the work of somebody else's. Were you there when it first happened? No, you got the word from somebody else. But you don't want nobody stealing your work, but you stealing somebody else's work. And I got to the point, I got tired of explaining myself to some of them podcasts. I'm like, you know what? Are you right? Go ahead. See, some people, you just leave them alone. You right. Go ahead. I'm gone. Peace. Be gone. I'm not going to argue with you. That's wasted energy. But the word today is about David and Goliath. When you up against a giant, listen to God. I don't care if it's your job. I don't care if your friends, your husband. When you up against a giant, listen to God. He gonna give you the tools you need, and it may be some Alka-Seltzer. You sitting there with ulcers, migraine headaches, stressed out over your job because the boss is driving you crazy. And God said, girl, if you don't put some Alka-Seltzer in that water and drink it and feel better, it may just be some Alka-Seltzer. And you drink it and be like, oh, my stomach feel better. It wasn't that bad. I'm thinking I'm dying from this job and my stomach was just cramping. You see what I'm saying? It could be something so simple, like cutting folks off. Girl, all he do is cheat. All he do is get on my nerves. God said, did you go outside? Huh? You don't go outside neither. Yeah. Do you see all them rocks in your yard? Get a rock. I ain't saying physically hit him. You give him that rock. But see, this what I would do. Let me show you guys what I do. I'm at the stage now. I can't get physical because my hip bad. So I call 911, but when I can't get to the phone, ain't this a cute boot? Look at my boots. Ain't they cute? I would give a brother a boot. Here you go. Here. What I'm getting the boot for? You get the boot. Get the stepping. Here go the boot. I ain't got time for you. What do you mean? So here's your boot. Get your shit. Get this stepping. So you ain't got to go throw a rock. God give you tools. Why do you think he made boots? Not just to keep your feet on and look cute. Here you go. Get the stepping. Bye. I'm not finna get on no podcast and be crying talking about how many times you cheated on me, because I look like a damn fool to tell people how many times you cheated on me. That mean I kept letting you cheat on me. That mean I'm not controlling my own destiny or my own body or my own mind. You control me. And I'm complaining that I let you control me. So I'm the damn fool, not you. I'm tired of being a fool. Here you go. Take the boot. Goodbye. Some stuff you shouldn't even tell people. I be listening to some of these podcasts. Girl, yep, I got 12 baby daddies, 20 kids. And girl, this man had cheated on me for 10 years. You know, black men ain't no damn good. I know, I told y'all to leave them alone. They ain't shit. I'll be sitting there just watching, just sitting back like this. He been cheating 10 years. Sis, what you been doing for 10 years? I've been cooking and cleaning, taking care of my kids, loving this brother, fighting women, and he just keep on, keep it on. And you let him? No, I ain't let him. That's why I jumped on such and such, and that's why I cussed his mama out, and that's why I did. For 10 years. Now tell me this. If you work a job for 10 years and you leave a job with a broken back, you don't have no money saved, you pretty much broke, you barely getting any Social Security. Do your friends want to hear, I broke my back at this job for 10 years, didn't save no money, didn't buy no property, didn't do shit? Who the damn fool? He ain't the fool, but y'all really believe in y'all mind. Y'all making black men look like a fool that's using you. Can I say that again? Y'all really believe y'all making black men look like the fool for saying he's a fool for using you. So I don't be wanting to hear that. He dogged me out for 10 years. He dogged you out. He dogged you out for 10 years. And you didn't defend yourself? But you were going to fight a female. Why you ain't beating his ass? Excuse my French. Matter of fact, why you just don't? If I pulled up on my man and he was cheating, I'll laugh. I've done it. Except when I was younger, I was a fool. But age brings wisdom, I hope. I will laugh. And he'd be like, what's she laughing for? Oh, Lord, she gonna kill me, Jesus. You know you messed up, right? You know you messed up. Baby, your boot will be outside. I will shine on him every chance I get. For example, y'all, let's talk about Remy Ma and Papoose real quick, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I don't understand why women all over the internet taking up for Remy Ma because she's a woman. That's like you taking up for somebody just because they black. Or just because they're white. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I don't care what color or gender you are. Y'all know damn well Remy Ma, the rapper. Thank you, juvenile delinquent. Y'all know damn well she wrong as two left shoes. And women all over the nation taking up for this sister. And she stepped out on her husband who waited 7 years when she was in prison. And you know what they say? He didn't wait 7 years. They said he cheated. Who is they, for one? And let me tell you this. If I went to prison for 7 years and a brother want to marry me and stay with me for 7 years, he up there every single day for 7 years. Do you think I care who he out here sleeping with? He putting money on my books. He loving on me. He there every day. Y'all talking about what Papoose did to Remy when she was in prison. But he totally respect her. And whatever he did, we didn't see it. Sometimes life is about not what you do, is how you do it. He's a man. So I'm for sure she know he slipped off into something. Which all the time not true. 50 Cent been without a woman now for almost 8 years. I went with 7 or 8 myself. It ain't hard to live right. But that's for people that don't know how to control their flesh that think that way. Ain't no way. Because you can't control your flesh. But anywho, after she got out, he said, I want to marry you and let the world see it. He's still loving her. She done went to prison for pawpawing her friend in the foot over some money. So that you know, she can't control her emotions. He still want to marry her, but the only thing was, if you give me a baby. How many brothers say, I will marry you if you give me a baby, and that's not a golden prize? She got the golden ticket. And he fine, and he got money, and he throw them hands, and he can throw the pipe. So they get married, they have a baby. He took her son as his own son. Remy, my son, in prison right now for murder. Him and another guy allegedly pawpawed somebody. So her oldest child's in prison for murder. Maybe he get it from his mama. He still loved her, right? She wanted to start a battle rapping business. Papoose helped her. Not thinking she wasn't going to be loyal to him like he was loyal to her. I'm finna let you be around all these dudes because I was out here around all these women when you were gone and I stayed faithful. No, she started sleeping with, what's his name? Easy the Captain, something with the beaver teeth like this. His teeth just like this. Until Remy got him fixed, allegedly. And he kind of looked like a mini-me Papoose if Papoose would have never made it. Never would have made it. That's what he looked like. Okay, so she started messing with him. Beaver teeth. He finds out. Papoose never got on the internet and said nothing. Like most women would do. You know he ain't no good. Let me tell you what he did. Didn't say nothing. Year after year, for about 2 or 3 years, she was running around with. Never would have made it. He even got pictures of her on Christmas, laying up under a tree. I seen the picture. With this dude, and her baby was at home with him, Papoose. She left her baby and was laying up with this dude. I wouldn't say allegedly, but it was a picture he showed. So when he finally got fed up and said, I done gave her a chance to come back. I was going to forgive her. I love this girl. Papoose loved Remy Ma so much, y'all. He tried to sneak her out of prison with a skeleton key. Now, if that ain't love, I don't know what it is. He was going to go to the penitentiary to try to sneak her out. But y'all talking about he slept with such and such. Evidently it wasn't good because he got a skeleton key trying to get the cuckoo out of the prison. So evidently what he had out here wasn't good because he wanted to go get it out of the prison. So he meet Carissa Shields, the boxer. After he gave his wife several opportunities to come back. She stayed over there with, never would have made it. So now he all over the internet with Carissa Shields. What y'all do? Y'all talk about that beautiful young queen. The girl is young. She ain't even 30. She don't look like Remy. She cross-eyed. She black. She ugly. And y'all forgot one thing. She's rich. She's successful. She made it through all the odds. I think she's from Flint. Y'all forgot about all that. She's not even 30. And she has more money than you ever seen in your life. He really don't want to be with her. How do you know that? Because he's not showing affection to us. He won't hold her hand. Maybe he don't want to hold her hand. Maybe he hold her hand in the bed. But y'all want to dog that and y'all want to uphold wrong with Remy. Now Remy all over the internet. She done lost her weight. And I see her the other day in some cowboy boots and some Daisy Dukes rolling her body just laughing. Everybody's like, she living her best life. Really? Let me tell y'all something about women. I'm a woman, and y'all a woman, and y'all know I ain't lying. When you stay too much laughing and talking and trying to do too much, trying to impress people that I'm not hurt, you're doing too much, your ass hurting. Because when you over somebody, they not even in your thoughts. You ain't sending no subliminal messages. You ain't trying to be seen. You chilling. You make him wonder what your ass doing. What's she doing? Damn, I ain't seen her in a whole month on the internet. She must be happy as hell. Happiness is not getting on the internet doing this, y'all. That ain't happiness. Especially when you're almost 50. She's 48 years old. That girl, what, 28? She like 20 years older than Carisha. I don't see Carisha Shields doing that. She's supposed to be doing it at her age. Remy Ma, you supposed to be somewhere chilling, looking out for your son in prison and raising that little girl. Because the little girl watching you. You made your daughter believe it's okay to cheat on her husband. Would never would have made it. And then when your husband leave, get on the internet and act like you 28. And guess what? A bunch of women. Go, girl. She can't see you. She want to be Remy. Why would she want to be Remy when she's more successful than Remy now at 28? Why would she want to be her? She just being herself. Now, what I do love about Papoose, he encouraged her to be her best self. You know, sometimes it takes for somebody to see the best in you that you don't even see in yourself. So he's seen something in her that she didn't even see in herself. So she got a stylist now. She wear makeup now. She's not a tomboy too much no more. She's a tomboy. She's a boxer. What y'all expect? Then y'all say she too arrogant. Did y'all not see Muhammad Ali? If she arrogant, what the hell was Muhammad Ali? What the hell was Floyd Mayweather? Ain't that's what boxers do? They talk shit. And if you ever pay attention to an NBA game and you read their lips, they talk shit too. They said Michael Jordan was the most arrogant person on the damn basketball court. He'd talk about your mama. This is what you do to get people off their square. So y'all talking about she too arrogant. She's a boxer. She's supposed to say, I can whoop everybody. What y'all think she's supposed to say? I don't know if I should fight her because she might win. No, she gonna say, I'm gonna fight anybody. I'm a giant. Prove to me you David. I'm Goliath. I'm 9 foot tall. What you gonna do? I'll fight any one of you. What? Let's do this. That's what boxers do. Just watch all the boxers, but no. See, black women, y'all like to tear black women down. All I hear y'all talking about, what kind of shoes she have on. Can I say something about that today? If you one of them people that look at what somebody else have on and ask why they got it on, go check yourself in a mental institution. They got it on because it's their body and they want to wear it. Why is it your concern what the hell I got on my body? But that's what black people do. And I'm for real. I'm being for real today. Black folks can go get some Air Force Ones. Do you know the Air Force Ones, the black ones? Now, the white and black Air Force Ones used to be popular. And then one day, I heard my niece them talking, and they was like, girl, I like him, but he steal. I said, Dad, what he steal? I don't know. But I know he got on black Air Force Ones. Wait a minute. You saying that young man steal because he got on some black Air Force Ones? Yeah. When you got on black Air Force Ones, you steal. You see how vain black people are? So you just titled this man as a thief because he got on some black Air Force Ones. What if that's the only thing he can afford to wear? Because if he was a thief, I had to make her think. He a thief, right? Yeah. Well, why he didn't steal some white ones? You sound dumb. If he a thief, wouldn't he have stole some Air Force Ones? I'm telling you, people crazy out here, Goldilocks. And she sat there and looked at me and said, I don't know. Because you sound stupid. The man wearing black Air Force Ones because he had a black shirt on. And he wanted to wear black Air Force Ones. Y'all know why I used to get best dressed in school? Because I didn't want to wear what everybody else was wearing. I hated to be like people. I was different. I hated. Everybody was wearing the Guess jeans. Do y'all remember the British Nikes? Everybody was wearing that. And one day I said, Mom, I want a pair of British Nikes and I want a couple pair of jeans. I never liked wearing jeans. What I have on right now, let me see if y'all can see. This is how I always dressed. Look, I got on the slacks. It got the cuff in the bottom. Y'all seen the shoes. I dressed like this in high school. Because I like to dress. But as life went on and I had kids, I couldn't dress like I wanted to no more. But anyway, that's why I got best dressed, because I dared to be different. Not because I was the baddest dressed person in the school. This is what y'all don't understand. You don't have to be the best dressed person. You just have to stick out so they can recognize you. If I'm dressed like everybody else, I would have never got recognized. But they seen me coming in with my briefcase purse, my heels. I'm in the damn 10th grade walking around the school like a teacher. And they like, dang, Nina, like she on business. And then guess what I got voted as? I wish I could find my old yearbook. If anybody watched me in school with me, you got the old yearbook, I want it. Most likely to be successful. Most likely to be famous. Because of my style. So when y'all say it don't matter what Remy might have on, it matters. Because you get judged by your appearance. She's 47. Dressed like she's 28. Guess what she's going to attract? Some knuckleheads. No businessman gonna see her that got his money right, his mind right. He on business and say, I want her to be my wife. First of all, she seen what she did to Papoose. So my advice to Remy, and she ain't gonna listen to me. She might want to fight me. She ain't gonna listen. I'm gonna fall out with a seizure. But anyway, sit your butt down. Go find some older women to learn from. Find you a prayer group. Get your mind right, baby. Your mind messed up. How many times God got to teach you a lesson? You made it from prison, and you still running around here acting like that? You're supposed to be showing by example. But see, when people go to prison, a lot of times their mind stop right there when they went in. So if you went to jail in 1979, you may come out now with some fish tank shoes on, thinking you the shit. Dun 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 dun. Like my brother did. My brother did 30 years. He came out grabbing where is it? My kids used to laugh so hard at him. Just say this is the remote. My brother came in my house after doing 30 years, y'all. He grabbed the remote. I'm looking at him. Nina, what's wrong with your phone? I said, Lord, my brother lost Jesus. I said, what are you doing? I'm trying to use the phone. I said, James, that's a remote. Damn, they make remotes this big now. What happened to the cable boxes? Just come here. I'm going to take you get a phone in a few minutes. But that's the house phone right there on the wall. Then we went to the mall. Guess what he did? Because my mother left me with money when she died to get him my brother when he get out, to get him a car, get him on his feet. So I'm giving him money every day. Took him to the mall, spoiled him. I said, I got to go to the ATM and get some more money. So my brother looking at me. I'm for sure they had ATM machines when he went to prison. I don't know if he remember ATM machines or not. But he had amnesia this day. We in the mall, and I take my card and I stick it in the ATM machine, and I push the buttons. And the money starts shooting out. 500. No, it was 4. My brother looked at me. He looked at the ATM machine. He looked at his kids. It was a group of us. He said, damn. Where them people at? I said, what people? He said, the bankers. They just under the floor? I said, what you talking about? He said, how the hell you just get that money out of there? I said, I pushed the button. He said, but who know what you want and how much to give you and count? So they got banks under the ground now? I said, you know what? Get in Foot Locker. Hurry and go get your daddy some Jordans. Go, get out my face so we can go eat because my head hurt. The brother was tripping, man. And my kids... They thought it was so funny. Do y'all know my kids thought their Uncle James was going to come home looking like Otis from Martin? Mr. Otis. They thought he was going to come home looking like, no, not Mr. Otis, Jerome. They was waiting. Everybody at my house, they waited and got their friends. They said, man, my uncle looked just like Jerome from Martin. I said, who told y'all? I guess they thought he was going to have a Jerry curl with the gold teeth. He came close. But I'm saying sometimes you stuck. That's why I said when I get him and his friends together, it's going to be a treat for y'all. Y'all going to love them because they crazy. I can't even get through the interview. I didn't try. They crazy. They going to talk about some stuff you never heard of. They going to be talking fast because a couple of them country. And you're going to be like, what the hell he just say, Jesus? You ain't going to know what they saying. They going to get to laughing out for no reason. You can be like, some of them may have on their prison belt and a beater. You don't know what you're going to see with them. But they are my protectors. They are my big brothers. I think people scared of them just because how they look. They probably like, hell no. Them brothers like they just did 50 years. Close to it. They show up, people get some act right. Oh, hell no. That's some old school ass whooping right there. We ain't messing with them. Because they know how to pop out and they know how to use them hands. No. And they smoke weed all day. Nope. But this your girl, Nina. I just hope y'all learned something today that when you up against a giant, just get a brick. And a brick ain't going to just bust somebody in their head. You know what a brick is to me? Knowledge, the word of God. You kill people with knowledge and wisdom in the word. When you can't fight someone physically, you open that book and you let God whoop them. Because you can't beat the word. Humble beginning, sis, the one that said that. I thank you for bringing it to my awareness that I'm not professional enough for you. And like I said, when God elevate me where he need me to be, when he want me to be in that position, I'm going to dedicate it to you. Because you know who else said somebody wasn't professional enough? Steve Harvey, teacher, told him, you would never be on TV, Stephen, you stutter. You're pretty much not smart. You're going to be on TV. So guess what Steve Harvey do? He sent that teacher a TV every year on his birthday. I got a TV for you because I don't want you to miss me this year. Watch me every day. You said I wasn't going to be on TV. How many shows did God bless Steve Harvey with? Who would have thought a black man with a man unit on and lips this big would be on Family Feud? And be funny. His teacher sure didn't think it. Guess who else told somebody they weren't going to be famous? Brandy, the singer Brandy. You know, Brandy got, I don't know if it's a handicap or whatever. Her eyes is kind of far apart. And they slanted. So Brandy got a big space in the middle of her face. And I think she's beautiful. I don't see nothing wrong with it. But people notice that she got a big space. So the teacher asked her one day, what do you want to be, Brandy? Brandy said, a model or actress or maybe a singer. No, honey, you need to go to college and stick to the education. You're not pretty enough. A teacher told Brandy this. She was not pretty enough. Brandy said, I'm not. So guess what Brandy's mother did? Miss Norwood. She got in touch with Kim Fields. And they put Kim Fields on the road with Brandy. Well, Brandy on the road with Kim. And Kim Fields was her personal trainer in acting. Kim Fields taught Brandy everything she knew. Every day she shadowed Kim Fields. And she ended up with the show Moesha. No, I think before Moesha, she ended up with that one show. What is the other show she had before Moesha? Then she got Moesha. But it's all because of Kim Fields. Because Brandy Norwood mama said, oh, they say you ain't going to be what? My baby? Okay. Let's see what Jesus say. Now she's all over TV as Ray J big sister. I wonder where that teacher at. Probably retired, sitting on a farm with a bunch of cats and dogs and broke. But what if Brandy would have listened to her? What if I would listen to the girl that say I'm not professional enough? Stop listening to people, man. Make them be your motivators. Humble beginnings. Michael Jordan. I can go on and on and on about humble beginnings. Michael Jordan was cut off his team. Michael, you can't play basketball, you old bald-headed, rusty feet. You boy, go sit down somewhere. Hey, you're not cute. You better go sit down, Michael. Michael said, I can't play basketball. I'm tall. I'm about to marry Juanita. I gotta play some basketball. That's my dream. It ain't gonna happen, Michael. So guess what Michael Jordan did? He bounced the ball when people were sleeping. He bounced the ball in his sleep. Michael Jordan was at the gym when the gym wasn't even open. He worked extremely hard to prove people wrong. You said what I'm not going to be, I'm going to show you what I am going to be. Make people your motivators. Do not make people write about you. I tell my kids that all the time. Somebody's mama, she said I ain't no good. I'm a no good black man. Well, do everything you can to be the best black man walking around here. Make her look like a damn fool. Don't give it to her. I'm just going to go and smoke some weed and stand on the corner then. Shit, I ain't no good. No, she win. So Michael Jordan bouncing the ball. Michael Jordan couldn't even skip. He's tripped over his feet. He couldn't even skip in practice. And then one day, his coach that told him he was cut off the team, cut on the TV. And Michael Jordan that couldn't even skip was flying. Flying. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Flying. The greatest of all time. Michael Jordan didn't just play basketball. He said, I want this coach to hate himself. I'm about to be the best of all times. You hear me? Even little Sonny, when he started talking, go know who I am. And Sonny was just born last year. Michael Jordan been retired. I promise you he gonna know who Michael Jordan is. So Michael said, I don't care what you think about me. Oh, I can't be as good as such and such. Oh, that's what you said about me and Tasha K. I can't be as good because I humble beginnings. Michael said, you're right. Who was the old player Michael was compared to? Dr. J, maybe. I ain't as good as Dr. J. You said that right. I'm going to be better than the doc. Oh, I'm going to be right here with him. And my name going to be talked about just as much as his. I believe I can fly. I can go on and on and on. Can I give y'all one more? Because I talked about a bunch of black people. Let me talk about a white guy. Walt Disney. Walt Disney. He went to his family. I got an idea, y'all, that's going to make us rich. He was like, what? What, Uncle Walt? Look. Look at this mouse. And look, he gonna have a girlfriend. His name Mickey, and his name Minnie. That's Daffy, that's Goofy. And the family looked at him like this. Grandma, Uncle Walt in here acting crazy again. He didn't do pictures of mice and stuff and goofy people and saying he gonna make them run around a Disney park. Walter, I told you to stop coming out that room messing with them dang on kids. But Mama, listen. They thought Uncle Walt was crazy. This is a true story. They wanted to put him in a nut house. So you gonna make Mickey and Minnie and they go talk. They go walk around an amusement park and mess with kids. And then you got Goofy, big goofy ass, go walk around and just hit kids. I mean, you got some little teapots that's gonna go around called the Small World, and people just gonna be riding around in the Small World. Uncle Walter. He the uncle you bring, you're your friend. I'm here to let y'all meet my uncle. My uncle crazy as hell. They thought he was crazy. But think about it. Don't that sound kind of crazy? Oh, then you gonna have princes and stuff walking around. So you just live in La La Land, huh, Uncle Walt? What's the biggest amusement park amusement park in the world? What is the biggest, the largest in the world? Walt Disney. And he made sure he put his name on it. Walt Disney, for all you haters who said I was crazy. Now you walking around, I can't wait to meet Mickey. Oh my God. Is that Goofy, Daffy, and Goofy? I mean, now you're happy. Now all y'all look crazy. He didn't give up on his dream. Just think if he would have listened to his nieces and nephews, his cousin, his grandmama. They would have had Walt in a damn straitjacket. He one of the richest men in the world. He's gone now, and his legacy then got passed down to his grandkids, great-great-grandkids. Don't give up on your dream. Humble beginnings. He started off with drawing a damn mouse. He started off drawing a damn Mickey Mouse. And he built an empire off of Mickey Mouse. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Who gonna buy this damn white man chicken that he stole from Mammy? He stole the recipe. I ain't gonna lie. He stole the recipe. But who gonna buy it? I think he got turned away 100 times. 100 times the bank told him no. We know you ain't make that chicken, boy. Get out of here, Colonel. You did not make that chicken. Mammy made that damn chicken. Just come on, man. Just hook me up, bro. Mammy don't care. She don't care. Let me just go on and pat the chicken. And one last person bit into that chicken and taste that, the seasoning. You know how you bite into grandma chicken and you can tell how many sprinkles of lemon pepper on it. That's 25 sprinkles of lemon pepper. Oh my God, that's about 60 sprinkles of seasoning salt. Grandma. It burned your tongue. They taste that Kentucky Fried Chicken and said, let's go. He the Colonel now. I just want to encourage y'all. I'm just giving y'all some hope. Because people like the woman that, I wish I would have wrote her name down, came to me this morning. I'm sitting there feeling good, woke up. Let me read some of my comments on my page. I got to respect my people. And the first message I read, if you want to be like Tasha K, you need to be more professional. I'm like, so she didn't get the message out of what I said at all? She didn't even mention the message. She was too busy telling me what I did wrong. But if you want to be a boss, you go take it like a boss. You won't be offended by it. I'm not, babe. You my motivation. Now I'm going a little bit harder. Y'all gonna mess around and y'all gonna have lights all in my room. Be here, can't see, lights everywhere, cameras. Y'all be like, damn, y'all see me in the office? I'm being here like this. This your girl, did it from Break with Strong Woman. Am I a professional or not? I would have this shit so loud and I would go crazy. I'm telling you, I would sell everything up in here to go get the lights and the cameras and stuff I need. I would sit on the middle of the floor. Is this professional enough for you? That's my motivation. Yo, I done lost my mama, my daddy, my sister, my niece. I was with a drug addict for 25 years. I was homeless in a car, went through a bad divorce. Do you think light and cameras and audio will stop me from talking? I'm still standing. I'm still here out of all my calamities. That's not going to stop me. But if it stop you, that's cool. Log off. Goodbye. Talk to you later. You're going to miss a message. Because if I ain't good at nothing, I'm good with this tongue. I'm good with it. Because you know why I'm good with it? Because what I speak comes from down here. I'm not an educated, profound woman, even though I'm just about a year away from my BA. I'm not one of the profound people with big words and, you know, I'm just, and this and that, and that's not me. I speak in ebonics sometimes. I stumble over words sometimes. Sometimes my mama got to hit me in the back of the head like, get it out, girl. I'm human. And I found that's better to be authentic because I've reached the people I need to reach. Could you imagine me going to do a motivational speaking event and I'm talking to Shaquan to them and they sitting there with their nails and their wigs and they this bitch sound crazy. And I'm like, and the philosophy of the philosophy and this philosophy, I'm talking all kind of crazy words. They like, man, if y'all don't get this bougie ass, they would cuss me out. But if I say, check this out, Shaquanda, where you want to be by next week? Do you want to keep messing with this no good brother, or you finna get him the damn boot? Because we finna get rid of him, Shaquanda. She be like, ooh, I like her. I like TT. TT, tell me something else. What you think gonna reach them? I might have to get a fake piece of marijuana. I ain't gonna smoke it. I might get up there and be like, what we talking about today? What we talking about? I got my gin and juice and my weed. What we talking about today? Cause I'm talking with y'all. Shit, what we talking about? I would sit down in the midst of them and act like I'm smoking. Girl, what? Well, let me tell you what you need to do, baby. They will love TT by the time my speech is over. TT cool as hell, man. She sat there with a fake ass cigarette for 2 hours. TT crazy as hell. Shit, I like TT. But let me go in there. Y'all don't need to be smoking. Y'all drinking. Y'all some heathens. They probably will whoop my ass up in there. You got to know your audience. You got to know who you're dealing with. I done did an event. I walked in a room and I seen a bunch of people that been in jail. You know what I did? Everybody seen a bunch of people that been in jail. But I switched the narrative. I seen seamstress. I seen actresses. I seen promoters. I seen podcasters. I'm calling them out. I'm like, oh, you a beautiful model. I know you. You're a beautiful model. I know you. You make clothes for Beyonce them, and you be messing with the stars, don't you? I know you. You was on tour. You got the best album of the year. This is let me like, is she smoking? Call those things that be not as though they were. I see stuff in you that you don't see in yourself. They no different than you, baby. Walk in your truth. And one girl said, I can sing. How you know that? I seen it in you. Now use your voice to sing instead of cussing people out. When they left there, they was just hugging all on me. Nobody never told me this. That was at Job Corps, y'all. When I worked at Job Corps. I took the toughest girl in my group that wanted to jump on me. What was that girl's name? I said I'll never forget. Is it Beniqua? Benita. I took the toughest girl in the group and I made her the leader. Everybody was mad. Like, why would you make that bully the leader? I said, Benita, come on up here, girl. You the leader. She said, how am I the leader? Because you have leadership skills. Everybody's scared of you. So you need to lead the pack. Do you know that girl graduated with A's? Do you know that girl started gaining respect from people? She started loving people. She started loving herself, and she said, Miss Nina, nobody ever believed in me to ever give me a position to do nothing but you. And I'm going to make you proud. I wonder where she at right now, because she graduated with honors. I seen something in her own mama didn't see. They sent her to Job Corps. You a lost cause. Get out of my house. Go to Job Corps. And I made her a leader. I took a negative and made it into a positive, and I changed somebody's life. I could have put her down and dogged her out. I don't want her in my group. No, I like you, girl. You got leadership skills. You got everybody in here scared of you. So they go listen to you. And it worked. In the times I was doing group setting, I'm talking, and they talk. Benita look at me like, y'all don't hear Miss Nina talking. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I know what I'm doing, because God is using me. I'm sorry my lighting ain't good. I'm sorry Sonny be crying. I'm sorry my kids run in and out. I'm sorry. But did you get the message? That's what you need to ask yourself. Did I get a message out of all the noise? Because when Sister Sarah's shoes fly all over the church and her wig fly off at church, I still get the message from the pastor. So did I get the message from Nina? David and Goliath, humble beginnings, knock down giants. I don't care how big they are. I don't care what obstacle you're going through, I don't care what calamities you're in. I don't care where you are in your life right now. Knock down giants. Stand on God's word, and he will make you go up against a giant and cut his head off. And you will become a king and a ruler. And the ones that put you in a position will be jealous of you. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll read y'all comments in a minute. My daughter is calling me. I have to get to the grocery store. I'm supposed to be making roast today. That's why my kids calling me. They be using me, y'all. They just be using your old mama. You know what? I'm just going to start wearing the pins and poo-pooing on myself. Make them change my diaper. Since y'all want some roast, I need my diaper changed. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.